Journal entry number 5. So we just had a class about our journals, and it was really helpful for me because now I have a lot more options of what I can talk about. And basically, what I want to focus on for this one is sort of my frustrations. Working with a partner is a lot harder than I expected it to be. I've been friends with Emily since I was 3, 4 maybe, and I don't know. I mean, like, I love her. She's an amazing artist, and we do work well together, but working with a partner has been kind of anxiety-inducing, and it just makes me frustrated because I feel like we do have to move fast, but at the pace we're going, it's too much at once. So we're doing bottle cap collection and starting our art pieces and figuring everything else out all at one time. And I feel like if we don't take it step by step, something is going to go wrong and we are not going to know how to fix it. I like taking things step by step because it allows for a more full out plan to come through. So if we focused on just getting our bottle caps first and maybe starting one portion of the art piece instead of doing everything at once, I think we would be a lot more successful because, I don't know, I feel like doing everything at once is just really frustrating. And Emily's an amazing partner, but I think she's freaked out about getting it done, which obviously, that's something that, we have to be, conscious of, but I don't think it's anything that we have to worry about because we're working so hard and so diligently and we're using our time so wisely. I think we'll be fine and we're on track to get it done when we're supposed to, but as of right now, I think we're doing too much too fast and it's gonna cause some major issues. And I agree with her that we should take time out of school to work on the art, especially because it is such a large piece that it's hard to work on in school and to keep it in school. So I totally agree that we need to work on it outside of school. However, I get frustrated when she tells me that we have to do it now. For example, last weekend we started our art piece on Saturday and it was quite early in the morning, but I had already previously told her that I had to go to urgent care that day for my arm, see if they could take me. And she told her mom, and now her mom was texting my mom asking if I could come over, and then my mom made me go over, which I get because I'm also just very excited to get this started. But I feel like we need to be more conscious of each other's schedules because it was a bit much, especially working on art with one arm is a little bit hard. I mean, she was really helpful, and I completely see where she's coming from. It just frustrates me because it feels like I'm not being listened to, and I get it, I'm not the artist like she is. She's an artist. She knows where everything is supposed to go. She knows what's gonna look best, but it's also my project, so it just frustrates me when I feel like I'm not being heard. And I want the project to be done in the perfect way, as I know she does too, but I also feel like doing too much too fast will not make it perfect. I don't know. I think after the whole box thing failed for our bottle caps, she kind of had a little bit of a freak out, as did I, but I was able to put it into perspective. We have bottle caps coming in from PepsiCo, where my mom works, and the janitorial staff is collecting there for us, and a lot of her coworkers are being kind enough to bring in bottle caps. And also at my job, I've explained to some of the kids that I work with what I'm doing for my WISE project, just as a conversation, and they've started to bring me bags of bottle caps from around their house, which is really sweet. And it's a few here and there from the kids at my job, but from where my mom is coming from, we had probably good over 500 come in from half a week. So I understand her frustrations with our boxes not working. And yeah, we do want to make it so that it's more helping the school, but we can't force people to participate. So I think as long as we're using recycled products, it's not about where it comes from, it's just that we're using the actual recycled products. And I think we're set pretty much, like, not completely with our bottle caps, but since we've decided to add more mediums and use different kinds of plastics, we're going to use some sponges, I believe. I think that's going to make it easier for us to fill our canvas and make it look more lifelike. So I do understand her frustrations. It just causes me to get frustrated with the project itself, and that's not something I want to feel because I really enjoy this topic and I'm very passionate about how this art piece comes out. So I've expressed all of this to Emily, of course, and I think we've both come to the consensus that we kind of just need to take this February break to like calm ourselves down and like really think about what we're going to do next, because our next step is really crucial about whether or not we want to make it bigger than it already is. And I think we're both in the spot where we're thinking we have to make it bigger, but I think that we both need this week to talk ourselves down from getting so frazzled about how we're going to get that done. And I know it will get done because both of us are very much the type of people to get things done. But I think we both need that time to really get ourselves into the headspace where we can be able to be productive without stepping on each other's toes. So basically that's where I'm at with my frustrations. I'm a little bit anxious about having enough time to collect, especially since we have next week off. But and we're both going away, so we're not gonna be able to collect from my mom's job either. But what I'm hoping is that the janitorial staff at PepsiCo will still continue to collect over the next couple weeks so they can give us even more bottle caps. And yeah, basically that's where I'm at. So